Bonjour. I'm Kristen Davis. Come on in. We are at the Hotel Negresco in Nice. Right? Would it be perfect? And I can't wear that. I was so scared that he was going to cut my hair. And they were like, don't you want to look fresh? Hello.
Hi, Kristen.
C'est bon, je peux essayer.
You have it, your nut?
C'est bon.
Come in. I want to show you the most wonderful part of my room. It is the view of the coast. So beautiful. Look, there's Nice. I have never been here, which is strange because I have traveled a lot, and it is so beautiful, and so beautiful no one's here. No offense to anybody, but like, it's magical. It's amazing. You know, when I was here yesterday, I was thinking that the best thing would be to film here. Like, there's something so old world, and to just think about coming here and filming on a boat. I mean, it's so rare that those things happen these days, but like, I was trying to imagine how I could make that happen. I know, right? Right? Would it be perfect? It would be so great. The first thing I did when I landed here was to look at the view and take a bunch of pictures. Like, very tourist. Then the second thing I did was to get a croissant because it is so amazing. And like nowhere else, everyone tries, you know, to do the croissant, but no one does it like France.
What did you do on your long flight?
Well, I slept because my son had been up the whole night before sync. So I needed the sleep, but also I watched a movie. It was so good. It was called 1001, I believe, with Tiana Taylor. It was really good. I think we should probably keep getting ready. Don't want to be late for Jacques Mousse. Let's go back to makeup. Okay, you guys, here, I'd love to introduce you to Heather Curry. She does my makeup. I love her very much. She's from Texas. And this is Marcus Francis, who I also love very much. He's very handsome. And he's good at hair. We're very silly.
How long have you been working together? Is it the first time?
Oh, gosh, no. Heather, how long?
I feel like at least 15 years ago was the first time.
And then Marcus?
I think ours was 13?
Something.
Yeah, 12 or 13?
A while. Yeah. I like to find my people and keep them.
What's your star sign to be so loyal?
I'm Pisces. They don't do the show because we don't... we don't want to torture them.
I didn't know that was why.
That's the one I thought you were going to go.
I didn't get a lot of sleep. We have like really long hours on this show. So no, we don't subject them to this.
What are we doing with makeup today?
Well, you know what we're doing? We're trying to look cool. Because we're with Jacques Mousse, right? But I'm wearing a suit, which is not normal for me, right? I'm trying to go with the Jacques Mousse vibe, like not fluffy hair and not side parts. I changed my part and everything. I'm trying to be like young and cool. I don't know if it's gonna work. I really don't. My morning beauty routine is that my son comes in and wakes me up and I just go. I'm lucky if by midday I remember that I haven't put any makeup on and I put some concealer on. That's about it when I'm in mommy mode, right? Then when we switch to work mode, my morning routine is much more involved because you have to look decent, right? So I have the red light mask and I have under eye patches, and Mateen has all the tools like cooling wands and all kinds of things, but I let him take care of me. I mean, really what gives me confidence, I guess, is that you rely on your team, right? So you've had them for a while, you trust them. So if they tell you that you look together, then you feel together. And I think also because of the way the show has been, I feel confident when I'm wearing heels, because if I'm not wearing heels, I feel like I'm gonna really disappoint everybody. So I feel like I usually have to have a pair of heels on. And then this might be like X-rated, I don't know, but I love the show, Mrs. Maisel, and she had a tip that her manager would say to her, it's a little X-rated, I'm sorry, but it's tits out. You know, you just want to present yourself and like, you know, tits out if you don't necessarily feel that way. Yes, like just standing up straight and presenting yourself. I'm Southern too, so I guess that's like a kind of a Southern thing, isn't it? I read your question about, you know, is that your look that you found? And I mean, I guess so, but I didn't think about it. I am Southern, right? So like there's a kind of beauty aesthetic in the South. But then also I think with Charlotte, They really never want Charlotte to change how she looks, even as we have progressed in time. So I try sometimes to change how Charlotte looks, and they're like, no. Michael Patrick's like, no, you cannot change your hair. She hasn't changed. I can't really change my hair or I'll be in trouble, you know? But sometimes I'm like, gosh, everyone's cutting their hair in a bob. Maybe I should do that. They don't want that from Charlotte. I'm supposed to be like the center, like where you don't change. Because you know how you always have a friend who doesn't change? That's my job.
Constancy.
Yes, I'm the constancy. Charlotte is my alter ego. And I call her that partly because I try never to say her name out loud, like in public, or the name of the show or anything like that, because I'm just trying to fly under the radar. And if I say the name, then people like look at me. And because I have been playing her for 25 years, something is like someone you know. And, you know, she has influenced my style in that, like, previous to playing her, I never carried a Chanel bag. I never wore those high heels. It took Pat Field years to get me into those high heels. I was like little by little by little by little. I was never really exposed to fashion. I used to tell her also for years, like, I can't wear that. And I can't wear that. She would be like, you can, you can. And eventually she got me into it.
What are your favorite pair of heels?
Ooh, well, two things. I love the Jacquemus that have the different, I'm gonna wear them today. They have like a square on one and a circle on the other. Like, it's so clever. But then my go-to as Charlotte, I have Manolos in like every color of the basic pump of the 105 millimeter. I have them in 20 colors. One point when we first started the show, they wanted me to cut my hair. We had this kind of old school hair designer for the pilot, and he told me that if I didn't cut my hair like Jill Hennessy on Law & Order, I don't know if you'll get that reference, but it's a long time ago, that he was going to cut it himself when I came to work. And I was so scared that he was gonna cut my hair that I went and I got a haircut. It was terrible. I mean, so bad. Then I was like, you know, if you go to the Upper East Side and you look at people who are like Charlotte, they have long, straight hair. Can I please, please, please have long, straight hair? I had to beg for like a few months, and Sarah Jessica was on my side. So she was like, yes, just go, look. All the girls have long, straight hair. So she helped me a lot get Charlotte's look just right. We all participate in our look to a certain extent. I mean, I think also, you know, Charlotte is specific. So it was easy to find people to base her on, her look. You know, not necessarily people that we knew, just people walking down the street. You know, there's a look in New York that is Charlotte. But also, Sarah Jessica knows this stuff, right? So like, if you ever needed help, if anyone ever pushed back on anything, you would just have to go get Sarah and be like, Sarah Jessica, they're trying to make me wear a velvet scrunchie in my hair. And she'd be like, what? And she would go, fix that. It's amazing to see the progression and see things come back and the things that we've all been through. Like, and they have the square toe shoes. I can't wear the square toe shoes. I look at the square toe shoes and I just flash back to the 90s, and it's just not great. Sorry, anyone who's wearing square toe shoes. There's also a thing I just learned where they paint freckles on their face. What? It's insane. And I remember Sarah Jessica in like 1999 painted freckles on her face. She was ahead of the times.
It's a big TikTok trend.
Why? It's fascinating, okay? They paint them and then they blend them. But Sarah Jessica did that. I remember she had like pink cheeks like Heidi, you know, when she wore the journal, and then she painted freckles. She was begun the trend 20 years ago. We are gonna get ready now because it's time. Come with me. This is my beautiful angel bedroom.
Why is there so many angels everywhere?
I don't know, it's the theme. The woman who owned this house used to live here all by herself, which is bizarre to think about, and loved to collect art. So look, this is what I'm wearing. And, hold on. This is my very cool Jacquemus suit that I hope I can pull off. Hi, this is it. This is my Jacquemus look.
Why did you pick this look?
Well, I didn't really pick it. Simon did, and I just lived to please him. The piece of clothes that I wear most often would just be like jeans and Patagonia jackets. It's like not exciting. I'm just trying to dress anti-Charlotte. The one piece of clothes that gives me confidence. In normal life, I just want to be comfortable and then I feel confident. And then when I'm working, I want to feel put together. Like for instance, they made my waist fit, even in pants. The one piece of clothes that makes me feel sexy, I guess lace. Black lace is very in right now. I love black lace.
What are the looks you have worn on set and still love from your entire career?
So many things I have, it's hard to choose. I have a lot of Dior that I love so much that Charlotte wore. I have a lot of Prada. I had a long Prada phase in the 2000s. Love the Prada.
Tailor-made?
I mean, yeah, I can buy Prada off the rack, which is rare. And I have Oscar de la Renta as well that I can buy just off the rack and it fits, which is nice. Yeah, I've got a lot, so much. I can't even pick the favorite. Oh, I forgot my favorite. I have a vintage Dior dress from the 50s that is like, I can't even get it out. It's like packed like a wedding gown. You know, I love it so much. I have a storage unit that's nice. It's not as nice as Sarah Jessica's, but it's nice. And things are cataloged there. But then I also have boxes in my bedroom from last season that I still haven't incorporated. It's fun. I mean, I'm lucky, but there's a lot.
Can you tell us one crazy or funny story related to fashion?
My very first cover shoot. I'm not gonna say the magazine, it doesn't exist anymore. It's the 90s, and very straight cut pants are in, and they only have white corduroy straight cut pants. And I'm just like, why? Why would you do that to me? Why? I can't wear those. I have hips. And they were like, don't you want to look fresh? And I said, well, yes. So we had to compromise and I wore a white top and black pants. But it was like a whole situation back in the 90s where like if you weren't straight, there were just no pants for you. There was just no clothes. You know what I'm saying?
With which French actor would you love to play?
Ooh, you know the man, okay, Mathieu he's in The Bureau.
Mathieu Kassovitz.
And he was in the motorcycle accident, and I hope he's okay.
And French actress, you said?
Marianne Cotillard, Isabelle Huppert, Catherine Deneuve. I mean, you could keep going. It's like the lexicon of joy. All right, we have to go work now. We're gonna have to go get in the car with like 20 million people out there. It's gonna be crazy, but that's okay. It's been really fun. Thank you for coming. The difference, I think, between American style and French style is that we really don't know in America quite what we're doing. So we're just trying to copy you guys. And then sometimes it comes out well, and then sometimes it just kind of comes out a little bit crazy and hectic. But you know what? We're trying to learn. That's what I would say. So I think fun is important. That's what I love about Jacques Mousse. It's fun. It's easy, you know? Thank you, everyone. This year. Okay, see you there. See you there. It's so amazing because it's such an unusual setting. It's so beautiful and so intimate. I love it. It's showtime. We'll see you later. It's so perfect.
Thank you.
You're
Mean a
so,
lot.
so genius.
Thank you.
You really are.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have a fresh voice.
Thank you.
And I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Thank you.
I thought the show was so beautiful and so pristine and perfect and inspiring, and to have the art right there with it, and to have the silhouettes of the outfits kind of talking to the Giacomettis. He always has such an eye for the details, and I saw so many outfits I would like to wear. Well, there was one full jumpsuit with a bit of volume. You know, he played so much with the volume in the suiting, which is so beautiful. But then there were two dresses. One had the draping on the back, and one had the kind of chiffon draping on the shoulders. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It's so beautiful. I love Chagall so much. Wow, this is huge.
What's your favorite museum in LA?
You know, it's tough between the two. We really have two in LA. I'd say the Broad. Even the chairs are Giacometti. It's amazing.
The story behind the dog, it is said that it was done after Picasso's dog. In fact, this place exists because there was a close relationship between the Max family and all these artists. Without this friendship, the place wouldn't be the way it is.
Wow, how special. Thank you for coming, French Vogue, and getting ready with me and coming to the Jacquemus show. You were wonderful, wonderful dates.